For the second day of Christmas decluttering, we're going to do a Christmas decoration declutter, and then I'm going to set up my tree. Hello, my name's Rachel. If you don't follow me already, I do videos all about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year, and at the minute we are looking at 12 different kind of decluttering strategies that we can use over the coming month to kind of get ourselves ready for the new year. So I've come up with 12 days of Christmas decluttering. I also did it last year, so I will put a link up for the playlist so that you can have a look at that if you want to. I'm coming up with different ideas of how you can declutter your home in different challenges. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the Christmas decorations and see if I can reduce down the amount that I have and get rid of anything that I no longer use. And I have a feeling there's going to be a few like sentimental things in there that I'm going to find a little bit tricky, so hopefully I am okay with that and it narrows down so I don't quite have as much. So at the minute I currently have 2 boxes of decorations, and that includes all the tree decorations, the stockings, and also a garland that goes up the stairway. So that's probably about all I need, but I'm wondering if I can reduce down the amount of other decorations and knick-knacky things that I have so that it's really simple and minimalistic in my home for Christmas. I also keep a tree skirt and a Christmas Eve box that I've kind of made with like wrapping paper. So I'm going to look at making sure that, well, obviously I use the Christmas tree skirt around a real Christmas tree, but I may look at seeing if I can reduce the amount of other things, the knick-knacky things that I have. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go and get the box of decorations and spread them all out and see what I have. Okay, so here are the 2 boxes that I have. I've also got a wreath, which I'm actually going to see if I can donate because I actually made one this year with some friends at a little workshop. So I'm going to see if I can find this at home. So that's already one thing that I've now got rid of. I have a box that has labels. I find it really helpful to have it all in one place. And I also have spare little Christmas cards. I don't really do Christmas cards. The only people I do Christmas cards for are the children in my class. I don't tend to do Christmas cards. That's fallen off the wreath, so I'll decorate that. I've got a couple of placemats. These are ones that my mum made for me, so I will replace out the fox ones that I've got downstairs and just scatter those around. So I'll just swap out the box. This is my Christmas Eve box. I don't really tend to do much other than if he needs pyjamas, I'll put pyjamas in there, or I'll put a couple of snacks and like stuff to make hot chocolate, and that is literally it. I don't put presents or anything like that in there. So that is all I have, and I just tend to store this in there with the coasters. This is my tree skirt that I have, and obviously I have a tree stand for the real tree, so I will put those together in a minute. But at least I use that every year and I don't mind keeping that one because I always like having a real tree. Now we need to have a look at the decorations. As I said, I don't have an awful lot, but there's some stuff that I can get rid of. So this is a bag that I think my mum made it, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe made it. It's got my name in. This is what I had when I was a child, and I actually still use it for my son for his presents. I know he's like 13 now, but that's something I don't mind keeping as a little tradition. So I will keep that because I will use that one. This is a little stocking that I made, and actually it's really tiny. It's kind of a bit pointless. It could have been done a bit bigger, but I did make that one, and it is quite sweet. But I will get rid of that one as well. Same as this one, because I've actually got a slightly bigger stocking that I use, and I just put a couple of bits of chocolate usually in the stocking. That's probably about it. Okay, I'm just going to lay out all the things that I have, kind of knick-knacky things, and I'll keep the other decorations separate for the minute. So this is something my mum made, Quite often I put like a few like knick-knacky chocolates in there. Like if we get any like Christmas chocolates, like Quality Streets or something, I might put them in there. I kind of hang it up by the TV. So I will see about that. These are stars, and I usually have these hung up, but they are quite fiddly. So I might see if Noah wants them in his room, and if not, then I will declutter those. These are the lights. This is also something that my mum made, which is really sweet, but I just don't use it. So I might see if anybody else wants that and give that one away. I'm not sure I'm overly fussed about the penguin. I do like the star. I usually put like a little pretend tea light in there. And this one I got given as a gift from a student one year, which is nice. And I hang these up by the curtains, by the handles. So those will be kept. So I think I'm just considering this one now. Now what I want to do is I want to get out all the things that I have that are baubles. So I'm going to use the lid because that would be quite handy. I've got some like specific ones. The lights. I've got those that kind of match. Tend to go quite neutral and avoid too many big patterns and things. But kind of separate them out. I also have a selection of books. I've got my Christmas Carol and then my Jane Austen books as well, so they go on my tree. A bit of a book theme. I'm seeing a few of these that I'm thinking are actually quite young now. Not necessarily matching, and I've also got a lot of the bells, which I'm actually kind of inclined to get rid of as well. Let's separate those out. I've got a few like fun little Santa things, so I'm going to go through those now and have a look. I'm not sure if I want to keep them, I might get rid of those ones. Couple of special decorations with Noah's name on, which I keep in the box. I've got quite a lot of things that say Noah's name on, but I quite like the Mary, the angel. I think I'll get rid of that one, but that's one that Noah chose. I like Crystal Fairy, memory one. I think Noah made that one, but I quite liked that one, so that one can stay. This is a little decoration that we used to have, so I'll keep that one as a little memory thing for Noah. This one. I will get rid of these, because I've never used those, and I'm also not keen on that one, so that one can go. This is a new one I had last year, my little fox, because that was my class. I like the little reindeer as well. I do quite like this little one that says joy on it. It's the only one I have, but I quite like having odd singular decorations. I think I will keep that little Santa. I have a couple of like crackers, these are really old now, don't even know if they'd work, but I keep those little crackers to put on the tree. I'm also going to keep my books. I like my books. I think I might get rid of the Mickey Mouse ones because I'm not too worried about having those all covered in glitter. Right. I also really like these, but I think those can go as well. So I'll keep all of those because they're all kind of similar colour scheme, and that's probably about all I can fit on. And I'll keep the white ones because I do use them, and then as they break I just get rid of them as they break, because they do break and they pull apart. But I do like the neutrality of the colour of the white, so that's good. And that is my lights and my fairy. So there's a couple of cards that I just keep in there. I don't know why, just sentimental things. That's all ready to do my stairs. And then in this box is where I have a couple of other decorations. So I've got this one, it's really pretty, and like a jingly heart, which I quite like. I've got loads of plastic bows, but I put those on the garland, and that goes all the way upstairs. And I also have one that goes around the television. And then underneath I can see some other lights, so I think I was going to get rid of those. I've got these like snowflake ones which are quite difficult to hang up, so I might get rid of those. I will check with my son first. And a selection of star ones are also quite difficult. So those ones, get these as well. And I had these like 1 year. I don't know that I overly like having hanging decorations like that. But I will keep them because if I do host again I would use them. So I'm going to put that back in, and that's the garlands. So I'm now ready to kind of take this downstairs and put up the tree. Let's go. And this is everything else that I'm going to declutter, bundle of decorations and some bits and pieces. So I've now finished decorating the tree, and I've managed to get rid of a few more things as I did that, and all I've got now is the tree. I've got the area by the TV, and I've got the garland that goes up the stairs, and that is it. That's my minimalist Christmas decoration. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to look through and declutter any Christmas decorations as you're putting up the tree. I ended up having to buy a whole new tree stand because the one that I had underneath was a plastic one and it ended up breaking. I bought a new one, and then the little pins that go into the tree weren't long enough for the thin tree that I had, so I ended up using the old pins on the new stand. And then I decided that actually I couldn't get the tree skirt over the top, so this tree skirt I'm now going to get rid of because it didn't quite fit over the stand. The new stand that I did buy was a metal one, so I feel like that's going to be a lot more sturdy for future years, and it'll mean that I only have to keep the tree stand rather than having to do the stand and the skirt. So at least that will save me one more thing to have to store, and I'll have decluttered then something else. Don't forget to check out my other videos, and I'll be back for more 12 days of Christmas decluttering very soon. Bye!